Oh, hey, we are in the Bully Den today and we're going to show you how to groom your English Bulldog. Today we have Miss Kai. Miss Kai is in need of a bath. So I'm going to walk you through what we do and some of the products that we use. One of the most important products that you can use for your dogs is of course a brush. We have a couple that we use here. One is the Furminator, which when we bought this they were really expensive. It was like $70. That's ridiculous, but I was looking around on Amazon and they're like under 30 now. That's crazy, but it works really good. When you brush them, it just kind of flows, but then you have a little button here and it pops the hair out. So that's kind of nice, kind of contains it. The one that I've been using lately is just a regular de-shedder thing. I don't know what the name of it is. I got this one at Walmart. I think it was like $5. Works really well though. I like it just because it's just easy. They like it, and it just kind of goes easy, right? You like that? Yeah? So look at all that crazy junk that comes off. So much. So, there's those. When I bathe them, I don't know what this brush is called, but it has like these little nubs in it, and I feel like when you are shampooing them, it gives them a really good scrub. Really gets in there, like a little massage. They like that. We also use a lot of wipies. These are just what was on sale at Costco, but I like the ones that are natural care. You know, the less chemicals and things, the better. It always makes it safer, so that's always something to keep in mind. But I use these a lot just to wipe them down, like when in between baths, they don't need them. I'll use wipies. I also use wipies a lot to wipe out their creases. A lot of people feel like you need to buy like expensive wrinkle cleansing stuff, and you can if that's what you want to do. That's, you know, fine. But I find this just as easy and it's cheaper. What does wipe it down? Huh? You wipe the eyes, do the eye boogies, wipe your wrinkles. She doesn't like it. But yeah. They're also really good to just go ahead and like wipe out the ears with. Super easy, inexpensive, which is always nice. And I use a lot of cornstarch. I use a lot of cornstarch because it helps keep their wrinkles dry. So like if it starts getting like a little raw, or I don't know, if you just kind of notice that something's off about it, cornstarch is really good. Just put a little bit, I'll show you at the end. Just put a little bit in their wrinkles. And if you can get the food grade, that's the best kind to use. This is just what I have on hand. It's baby cornstarch, but it works just as well. And then for shampoos, right now what I'm going to be using is Blue Dawn dish soap. It's not something that you have to use all the time. I use it mostly on Kai because Kai has a really oily coat, so this really helps with that, and it helps break down any dander that they might be having as well. Cool thing about Blue Dawn is that it kills fleas. So because it's a degreaser, right, I guess you could technically use any dish soap. I like Dawn, but since it's a degreaser, it like removes the this waxy buildup that it's on fleas. So like, I don't know if you've noticed, but you can throw a flea into a toilet or in a sink and it just like floats. Nothing happens. But when you use a degreaser soap, it removes that wax coating that's around them and allows them to drown. Amazing. So this is one thing that I use a lot during the summer just to keep up with it. Also, if you have a female that you can't give flea or tick medications on, using this every couple weeks really helps to make sure that you keep their flea stuff in check. So let's go ahead and get started, and we will wash Miss Kai. Right? Okay. Do you want to turn on the water? Wash line. This little doohickey here is awesome. It's a water pick, and we haven't had it super long. And when we got our new bathing station, which is amazing, it didn't come with any of the equipment that normally you see with it. There's like 500 options, and I'm too indecisive to pick out one yet. So this amazing little tool here. Comes with all kinds of little adapters, so you can use it, like right now it's attached to a sink. You can attach it to like bathtubs, hoses. It comes with like the little extra pieces that you can do that. And I like because you can change the output. That way if you're bathing somebody super dirty, get the soap out. Or if you have like a puppy or something, you can do like a gentle rinse. Plus, I like that it's curved, so it makes it easy to get around there. That's good. Come here, Kai. Come here. Let you down. You want to make sure not to get it in their eyes. Especially since they're a flat-faced breed, you really want to make sure you don't get it in their nose. I know a lot of people like to use gloves when they wash their dogs, but I find it easier to use my hands because that's when it's a good time to go through and like inspect them, you know, make sure that they don't have any little sores or anything that I need to be aware of. Bulldogs can also get really yeasty, so giving them a probiotic is really important to help keep that in control, as well as apple cider vinegar. But when you bathe them, make sure you get down underneath their bellies, in between those, get your belly. Alright. So we'll get it all soaked up. Get your paws in between. Alright, I like to soak up. And then we'll do a quick relief here. Keep it going. Back off. Little scrubby. Look nuts. Yeah. It feels good, huh? So good right there. I find it really helps to get through the coat better as well. I'm thinking of investing in like those waterproof aprons. Might be a good idea. Alright. You know, like when you wash a baby, right? You hold your hand in a certain manner so it doesn't get in their eyes. Kind of the same theory. It would be a lot easier if you would scoop this one. It's really important to make sure you get all the soap off. You don't want to dry out their skin. It goes right under the belly. So much nicer. So much easier. I've seen people use cups, which, you know, if that's what you got, that's what you got. But this is really not expensive. We'll put a link down there for you. It just makes it so much easier. with the wipies. Wash your face real good. You also don't want to forget, hold on a second. You also don't want to forget their tail pocket. It's very important. So it sounds kind of gross, but they have, like, their bone is usually pretty short. They're born that way. They're not docked. But you really want to make sure that you get underneath the tail pocket. It's not her favorite. So we clean it, and then we go back through and we dry with a paper towel, because you don't want to leave any little creases wet. You want to turn the water off too? See? I don't know if you can see that. It's just a little bone right there. And there you go. Now, dry. I like beach towels to dry them with because they're bigger. A little bit easier. The bigger the towel, the better. Yeah. Sometimes we can get them to let us use hair dryer, but most of the time that's not their favorite. So, get her dry. I'm going to show you how to use the cornstarch. I just put a little bit in my hand. Here. Just put it on your finger and rub it in there. Not in the eyes, not up the nose. Again, flat face breed. Don't want anything going on the nose. It can cause pneumonia. That was a workout, huh? You also want to clip nails. If you're too nervous about doing it yourself, your vet can usually do it pretty easy for you. It's not super expensive, but it's cheaper if you can do it at home on your own. I like these. I have to get some pretty nice thick ones because Kai's broken all the cheap ones. So this one was probably like maybe like $15, I think, at the pet store. And it's a little bit trickier with hers because I don't know if you can see or not, but she has dark nails. So it makes it a little bit more tricky to get through. And you don't want to cut too short and cut it quick. But you can get Kwik Stop. It's a little powder that you just hold still. It's not her favorite thing. You can get some Kwik Stop. It's a little powder that's also antibacterial. So if it bleeds, you can put a little bit of the powder on the end of the nail, and then it stops the bleeding and keeps it from getting infected. So I think I'm going to get some backup to help me finish clipping her nails since it's not her favorite. And feel free to ask any questions, and I will see y'all later.